frozen tomatoes, frozen solid from over the summer, grown in the garden and bought local from my farmer's market. What on God's green earth am I up to now? So I've got my tomatoes in some boiling hot water, and I take this peels off and I put all my peels into here, and my tomatoes go into another container. I'll show you. So these are getting warm, defrosting a bit, not all the way. And then I put them in the blender, and once that's all blended, I end up putting it in this strainer. You can use food mill, whatever you got. It's just a big strainer, and there's a pan down there which collects all the tomato juice. And this is getting rid of all the seeds because we don't want seeds in there, because I'm going to freeze dry this and make it into a powder. And the powder will be used for making tomato paste, tomato sauce, whatever thickness I want to go. So that's what we're doing here. Now all I'm doing here is just pushing down lightly along the sides, and it takes a few minutes, but it's something to do. It's, you know, getting dark earlier in the day, and here's a good way to just get some things done. So that's going down. Once I've got this strained through, and you can see what's starting down there, then I've got a bowl over here which is already strained through. There's no seeds in it. And on the stove, this is about, I think 4 to 8 cups of tomato, and I'm just kind of boiling it down, rendering it down, whatever you want to call it. And I'm trying to get a lot of the water out of it, so when I do put it in the freeze dryer, it will take less time. So this is slowly going down, and whatever I can't get done today, I will finish up tomorrow by putting it in the fridge and continuing on. And that's where I'm at the process here. So the reason you want to take out the seeds is because when you freeze dry anything, seeds hold a lot of moisture, and it would take a lot longer to get the freeze drying done if all the seeds were in there. So this is the cooked down of, it's slightly cooked down of the tomatoes, and each tray that goes in the freeze dryer, I have a medium freeze dryer, and it holds so much weight per tray. This is what I found to be 2 cups per tray. And so this is the rest of the heated. I've got the last pot over here. But this stuff here is just the stuff that's been, I took the seeds out, removed the peels, and you can see it's kind of orange because I've got some yellow tomatoes in there. They're more of a low acid. So what I'm going to do is, instead of heating it up and removing the liquid out more, I'm going to do a little experiment and just do it cold. And because I'm doing it cold instead of getting them hot, I'm just, you know, taking away the more of, kind of like heating it up and processing it more than I need to. So this is the last of the bags, and I'll get the hot water over those. And so far these are all the peels, and I will remove that juice. I'm keeping these peels, which are good. These are seeds, and you know, you can see the bad peels. Those are going to go in the garbage. These I'm going to drain the water, and I'm going to put in the dehydrator and make some more tomato paste. So when I began my process today of how I was going to do this, because I looked at different recipes, different ideas, different YouTubers who do things, and my goal was to just peel them, get them, you know, melted down and cut up, and then you know, put them in the freeze dryer. And I knew after a while when I was blending them in the blender that they're really full of a lot of sugar, and that can cause a lot of havoc in your freeze dryer. So that's was my reason for going back to the idea of, instead of heating it up to on the stove, to just putting it in cold without, you know, trying to get all the liquid out. Whatever that's called. I want to say rendering down. I know that's the wrong word. So, yeah, that is, you know, my reasoning, and I can do that. I can change my mind because I am a woman, and it's great to be a woman. When you don't have enough room in your freezer, you can always use a big tote and layer. I did use cardboard, but I've got 2 boxes of these filled with trays, and yeah, cardboard came in handy. So, just so you know, winter's a good time to freeze stuff outside. And the 4 trays are loaded in. Let's get them started. Well, the tomato has been freeze dried, so you can see what this looks like. You can just break it. It just crumbles. This is one empty tray. And here is the tray after I took it right out of the freeze dryer. Now I got to get these in something right away, so that, and closed up so that the air does not have any moisture in it and causes any moisture to come inside of the tomatoes. And I do want to say, when I added the liquid to the tray, I only put in 2 cups because I measured wrong. I should have added 4 cups per tray. So just so you know, it's not 2 cups per tray because this is rather low along the edge. You can put in 4 cups per tray. All right, I've got my bag right there. It's a gallon size bag. I'm going to take a little bit of the powder that I had. Let's get that scraped out of there. 1 second. All right, I've got my container cleaned out. I'm going to add a little bit of water to this and just reconstitute it, just to see. Oh, look at that. Look at that lovely paste. No sugar added. And I suppose if you wanted, you could add seasonings to this, maybe some garlic powder, onion powder. But there you go. Look at that. Your own paste. Now I could add more water and make this into a sauce. I'm just adding some more water. And I really don't remember how many hours I had this in the freeze dryer. I know it was probably close to 20 to 24, maybe 25 hours. But that's just something with the freeze dryer that you just make your own decision on how long you want to keep it in there. You can't really hurt it. And here is more of a sauce. I could add more water, make that more saucy. And you could probably turn it into a juice too by adding other ingredients. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed my little video of freeze drying tomatoes. And by the way, those 12 1-gallon bags of tomatoes that were in the freezer came up to about 64 cups total of the liquid. So as in, I'm not really sure what the powder is going to be, but really that doesn't matter to me. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.